Welcome to the Blood Bought Podcast. I am your host, Frances Marshall. Today, we are moving into a new series where we will be discussing relationships. We will talk about marriage, dating, and best friends. I thought this would be food for thought simply because at one time or another, we have found ourselves in either one, maybe two of those categories. You do know that in this day and time, we need healthy, let me repeat that, we need healthy relationships, because we've all had a relationship that went south, east, north, and west at the same time. I mean, it ended up in disaster. It was a hot mess. So that's not the stuff we're talking about today. We want to build healthy relationships. So with all of that in mind, let's begin this new episode with best friends. What do you consider a best friend to be? Well, I believe one of the things that's important to me, I think that I should be able to talk to you. You should be mature enough to hold a decent conversation. I should be able to sit down and talk to you about what I feel is important. And I don't need to feel worse than what I felt when the conversation began. You should be able to respond respectfully. And so I believe that I should be able to talk to you, and we should be able to handle each other with respect. I do not believe that I should tell you every intimate detail of my business. Nah. It ain't that kind of party. Because for one thing, I am a married woman, and I don't believe that the king of the castle, as a matter of fact, I know my husband, and that just wouldn't sit too good with him if I'm telling every single detail of our business. No. He ain't with that. So I do know that, but I should be able to talk to you, and you should know how to respond. And once again, we should handle each other, to me now. This is just how I feel about it. We should be able to handle, after all, we're adults. We should be able to handle each other with respect. Don't cut me off. Don't interject while I'm talking. You need to be a great listener. Listen to me first before you tell me what it is you want to say. Okay? The second thing I believe, a bestie, remember, this is not an associate. This is a ride or die. The second thing I believe a best friend should be, she should be trustworthy. Yes, I should be able to trust you. We all know how that can get. If it's not the right person, you heard all of the horror stories about she slept with this one, all that kind of foolishness. No, it's not that type of party either. You should be able to trust her, and if you're married, such as I am, you should be able to trust your man. Too many times chicks just don't know how to get along because you so afraid that your man is going to be pushing up on the chick that's in front of you. No. First of all, we're going to get that straight. No, see, I ain't going to even go there because that's when we talk about marriage. So I ain't going to even go there. But you know where I'm going. You know where I was getting ready to go. So yes, you need to be able to trust your significant other as well. Okay? Trust is very important. I should be able to trust you around my family. I should be able to trust you. I should be so comfortable with my money lying around, with my purse sitting in the area in which you're sitting. Y'all already know now. You didn't have friends that had sticky fingers. Has anybody experienced that? I did. And the sad part about it was in the church house. I went to the bathroom and asked the chick to watch my purse, and I came back. Of course, I didn't recognize it right off. But when I got home, the loose monies that I had in my wallet, it was gone. I knew it was there when I sat there when I came. And this chick done stole my money. No, we ain't talking about that kind of party either. We ain't riding like that. You ain't riding with me. And you got sticky fingers. No, I don't think so. No. That ain't happening. I should be able to trust you. The third thing I believe that's important to a relationship, whereas it relates to best friends, is I should be able to rely on you. Now, I'm not talking about borrowing money. But if my best friend needed the money, that's fine. But don't be the type of chick that every weekend you need to borrow some money. Every weekend you need to borrow something. No, we ain't talking about that either. That's trifling. No, you need to get a job. You need to do something. No, we're not talking about that. But if there's a 911 and if there's a situation to whereas I need you, God forbid, or she needs me, whereas somebody was hospitalized. I mean, yes, of course I expect you to be there. And if for some reason you couldn't be there, I at least need a phone call. Now, let's talk about these phone calls. Especially when your best friend is a married woman. Now, if you both are married, I'm quite sure you understand that type of situation. But if one is and one is not, you can't be calling that chick all the time. You can't be telling some girl, what's up? Girl, what you doing? I mean, you done call 5 times within a day. That's too much. Because if I'm married and I have a life, guess what? I'm living it. But if you are a best friend, you will know when to and when not to. You will know how often you should and you shouldn't. Does that make sense? Well, anyway, that's how I feel about it. I don't feel like you need to be calling me all the doggone time. I should trust you. I should be able to talk to you. And I should, without a doubt, be able to rely on my bestie. Thank you for tuning in to our new series entitled Relationships. I pray that this particular episode has been fun and a blessing to you. Bloodbought the podcast always releases new episodes every Thursday and Sundays. This Thursday, you do not want to miss it. I will be discussing marriage, and I have a surprise just for you. Bloodbought the podcast always is located on YouTube. Listen, go and subscribe. That would be wonderful. You can also leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. If the episode stood out to you in any way and you want me to know about it, I would love to view it. Once again, I tell you thank you in advance. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and all other major platforms. Remember, each time you click the button, I need for you to always invite another listener. Until we meet again, you be safe, always take care. Know that I love you, but God loves you